Hello and welcome to Trouble and Strife's Guide to Atramedes. My name is Azra and I'll be showing you how to take this boss down. Atramedes is a blind dragon and hunts based on sound. Everyone will be given a sound bar. Your aim is to keep your sound as low as possible. If you get to 100 sound, he will use devastation on you and you will die. Now, as you can see here, there are a bunch of shields or gongs placed strategically around the room. The purpose of these shields is to hit them to reset your sound. The gongs can also be used in the air phase to change the target of focus of the roaring flame breath. Now, there are 8 gongs in total. In the ground phase, when you hit the gong, Atramedes will destroy it once he comes out of vertigo. The best time to use the gong in the ground phase is when he does Searing Flame. It'll stun him for about 3 seconds and he will also take increased damage. This will reset everyone's sound and enable the healers to get the raid up. You want to aim to use only 1 gong every ground phase and only 1 gong every air phase. The best thing to do is to assign 1 person to do the gong during the ground phase and assign 2 people to do the gong during the air phase. Atramedes has 4 abilities that you need to look out for in the ground phase: a sonar pulse, modulation, sonic breath, and searing flames, as I mentioned before. The sonar pulses are discs that come flying out from under Atramedes. There's usually about 3, so you want your raid to be stacked in 3 different groups. What we do is we have the melee stacking behind the boss, we have the tank at the front of the boss, we have even groups divided up of healers and ranged on either the left or the right side. We do this for better placement of the discs. If these discs hit you, it will increase your sound, so you need to avoid them. Modulation is something that he casts that inflicts about 32 shadow damage, so the healers need to be aware of that. Sonic Breath is where he targets a random player, following them with a flame breath. What you need to do when you are targeted by the Sonic Breath is to run around him in a circular motion. Anyone else in the firing line of this flame needs to move as well. Then just return to your original position. Now, with Searing Flames, everybody's going to be taking excess fire damage. The more sound you have, the more fire damage you will be taking, and this is why it is a good idea to hit the gongs at this stage. Now moving on to the air phase. As I mentioned before, there's a roaring flame breath. This is going to target on 1 player. He's going to follow you with a big flame. You need to run this around the room, so run it around the edges of the room, being sure not to run into anyone. Once it gets to you, it will kill you. So use any speed buffs that you can. The person who is in charge of the gongs needs to hit this before the flame gets to you, so that Atramedes will change the target to the person that's hitting the gong. It is best to have a player that has a speed buff that they can use, like a rogue with sprint or a chamois with wolf. There will also be sonar bombs. Atramedes will throw these down at random players and they'll hit for about 20k. Don't stand in them because this will increase your sound. He will also throw fire bombs at where his sonar targets have landed. So don't stand in the fire! So that's basically it, guys, like clockwork. So you just need to make sure that you're staying out of bad stuff, you're keeping your sound down, and that you've only got 1 or 2 people assigned to the gongs. You don't want to waste all your gongs, otherwise you will end up losing people. So good luck, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, hope it was helpful, so rate, comment and subscribe. And as always, here's our boss kill.